All right. Can you guys hear me? Anybody hear me? Test, test. Can anybody hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Perfect. Okay, so I went to their new, they've got a new thing to, on the streaming. Okay. So, so video good, sounds good, everything like that. Not sure how much of a delay I'm going to have here, but hopefully not much of one. All right, perfect. Okay. Well, this is going to be the new go-to then. I'm looking at my... Yeah, it looks like I've got a delay still, at least from what I'm trying to point to on the screen. I'm trying to see how long... Yeah, it's going to be about a 20-second delay, maybe 10. Okay, yeah, but it looks like the video's a lot better. Okay, I like this. Okay, this will work. So far, no buffering or anything like that. So this is good. Okay. Just kind of testing it, and wow, now it's getting faster. Let's see. All right. Well, we'll go with it. Okay, any other questions? I'm going to put a little note in here for the channel. Let's see, at all right, faster and crisper. That's what we like. Okay. So we'll leave it like that. What else we want to look at? Dollar index. That's kind of funny. It's holding right at 100. That's a reversal pattern. So we'll see if the 20 EMA holds or not. We will see. Hey, do me a favor, S-Finder. Hit the like button. I want to see if that works or not. There should be like a like button. Hit that for me real quick. Because I got like a live view of, I can see likes and whatnot. So if you don't mind, just hit that. Or anybody, hit a like button so I can see if it works or not. Best for BTC would be go sideways next few days and hold okay. I agree. Totally agree. Oh yeah, the likes button works. Okay, perfect. I kind of like this little stream right here. Everything's crisper and output is freaking perfect, it looks like. Perfect. Good job, Est. Good to see you in here. All right. This is mucho better. Yep. Let's see. I got 2 likes right now. Maybe 3. It'll update maybe. Okay, so let's go back to Bitcoin. All right, and just to follow through, okay, and here's the deal, right? So the 50 EMA, right? It's acting as a resistance, as is the upper wedge and the 1272. Big confluence of resistance right here, okay? Now we want to see, can we hold support? And we've got support. We've seen this too many times in the past, right? Where it comes up, 10 couldn't cross the 20, sell off. Now we get the 10 cross, huge support. So let's just call that. That's funny. Okay, so anyway, let's get out of this pattern and hopefully to the upside. Okay. So it's going to get here in the next couple of days. We'll see what happens, right? I do not want to see it just bust right through this. Okay, I just that 1272. Everybody and their dog was talking on Twitter. It seemed like about 8,000 imminent. 8,000. Well, you got to get past some certain things before that happens. And you got to retest and make sure things are support. Or the bears, in their case, probably want as resistance. So let's just keep an eye on this area. What else can we look at, guys? What do you want to look at? What else to look at? Let's talk about our old buddy ZRX. Oh, man. Didn't really want to see that candle pattern. Let's see here. XTZ, sure. Let's go look. That's a popular one. Okay, and so pretty much like I said earlier, and I did the chart, and of course you guys couldn't see it because everything was buffering and everything was kind of crappy. But anyway, so we've got a fib cluster right here, around, let's call it 210 to 213. It is trying to hold. Okay, it's that 50 EMA is right there. I think eventually probably what's going to happen, and I may be totally wrong on this, you're going to get a pullback to the 10 or the 20. That's going to come in around $1.80. $1.80. Okay? And then see how that reacts. And if it reacts pretty well or holds it, then you could be looking at potentially getting enough strength to get past this fib cluster and come up here. You're still going to be inside of this red stick, right? But that doesn't mean that price can't come up and test, what is that, 238? 239? Hey, Best, I'll tell you what, where'd you get in at? Did you get a pretty good entry? mean, this could just correct itself all the way to here before pulling back, but then again, XTZ, boy, it's a, see that right there? That's what I'm looking for right there, guys. Nice little bottoming action, tight. Boom. Oh, very nice. Wow. Congrats to you. That's awesome, man. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I would say if it can break this 50 EMA, it could go higher, but I don't know, guys. It just looks, things just kind of look iffy to me, and I'm just being honest. I could be totally wrong, but I don't know. I want to see it either break up out of this or break down so I can start looking at buying a little bit lower. I mean, I still hold BTC, but it's not like, you know, I want to add to my position, but I'm not going to do it right in this mess. Now, one thing to watch for, you know, now that I'm looking at it, it's just kind of striking my eye, is when you get like a big green stick like this, usually you can get that, you know, that little retrace back inside it. Maybe even down in here around 69.80, 7,000. And if 7,000 can hold as a psychological level, you know, not to mention 61, the side of, you know, caution. Well, I'm liking this stream so much better. I don't see any rebuffering, anything like that. And I'm going to change the name of this to there we go. Yeah, I've been holding it for a while, man. This is just, I don't think I got this. Like, when did I post this wedge? It's been a while. But it's amazing how it's playing out. You know, price didn't like break out of it or just break all the way through it. It's just kind of holding this pattern. And so, that's interesting. Interesting. What do I think is going on in the market and the economy? Do I have... Well, like I said, a reset. Okay. And let's just go back and look, right? Let's do this. Let's go look at the markets real quick. Let's look at the indexes and let's go to the S&P 500. Okay. And let's just, for comparison's sake, let's go look at a monthly chart. You see this right here? Bullish, bullish, bullish. There was some stuff going on back here in the 1997. I think there was an oil crisis right here that dropped down a little bit. But basically, then you get the dot-com move. But then look what happens with the dot-com crash. What happens? You come all the way, and what have I always said? Everything tries to revert back to the 200 and the 233-day moving average, right? So it got away from it right here, big time away from it, and then pulled back to it. Went up, financial crisis, goes back below it. And then you get the V, almost a V recovery off of it. Okay? Tested it again back in, what is this? 2011. I think that's when, what was it, SARS? Or, you know, that scare back there, that happened. And then it ended up being pretty much nothing. and then you get the big bull move, right? And then you get the election, and it comes back and tests the 50 EMA. And then you get the huge move here. I'm trying to remember what happened in 2019. What was that? Anyway, it came back and tested the 50 EMA again, and then went on this big bull run right here. And then we get this. Okay? And this is what actually worries me, is this little pattern up here, that's a morning star, right? It's not perfect. Or, I mean, an evening star. It's not perfect, right? But it counts. That's a reversal pattern. And so this next weekly close or monthly close is going to be huge, right? They managed to get this thing because that's why this was such a big buying opportunity, because price was way outside the Bollinger Bands. And I've talked about it until I'm blue in the face. When it's outside the Bollinger Bands, that's a good time to be buying. And then you get this nice ricochet up here. That's a 400-point move on the S&P 500. Now, just because it's back in doesn't mean it's bullish. This thing could just ride the lower Bollinger Band and go lower until eventually it does something like this. And maybe comes back and tests the 200 and the 233. Right? And that would be actually kind of scary for people. That's on the S&P, that's around 1,700. And I can tell you, I remember this time, this area back in here, 2016, I remember that whole move. And even though it looks minuscule right here, it was pretty scary back in the time. But all it did was come back and test the 50 EMA and double bottomed right there. And then you see what happens. That was the bottom. That was it. So I guess what I'm saying, are you ballsy enough to try to say that that candlestick was the bottom? We haven't come back and retested this yet. Right? And that may not happen for the next couple of months. I mean, we're still not out of the woods on this virus. And they're talking they may not have, antibodies, antivirals until late summer. That puts us right out here. So a lot of stuff can happen in between. Right? You're getting a nice correction. And who knows, you may get that move back up to 2,900. And if it can race up there, I mean, and this would be an absolute all-timer if it did it, right? But the 10 in the gas, that would be an all-time move right there. Especially with everything that's going on, right? So is it going to come all the way back and test this? If it does, I mean, that's depression level stuff, right? I'm not going to call it a depression right now, but that's depression level stuff. Through the 200 and the 233 by a wide margin, came back and corrected itself above it, double top, financial crisis. Marginal low, right? It wasn't a double bottom, so to speak, but I love how these guys do this, right? It's like you got big support here, and then you get this little wick below, and then you totally reverse it. So now the question is going to be, where is that low to this high? Okay. Oops, wrong one. Let's do, there we go. Going to take these fibs out. Let's pull it over. There's the 1272, okay? And that's at 2064. Okay, that's at 2064. Let's go, well, heck, let's go all the way back to here, and let's see if anything lines up. Maybe there's some magical fib number close by. And there we go. Let's get that. And let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Let's get that going. And let's see if we've got anything lining up. Why did it bounce where it bounced? Oh, well, of course. The 78.6. Okay, so this area right in here, what it tells me fib-wise, is that this area right in here is huge support. What else can we do? Let's go. Let's just do a, where's it at? Let's do a rectangle on it. All right. So we know that this area back in here, all right, and let's just do it like that. And we'll turn that green. Amazing how that works, right? So top, resistance, support, and actually that support came in a little bit lower. I'm going to actually draw that right down to there because there was support right there. Okay, resistance, held support, goes higher, and there we are. So is it going to fall back into this green zone around here around 2070? Make a marginal low, maybe wick some people out and then go higher? That's what we're going to have to watch for, right? So I'm going to keep that up on the chart just like that. Bullish engulfing, right? Price way outside Bollinger Bands. Look at this. The entire candle pattern, including the wick, was outside Bollinger Bands. RSI was like totally bottomed out. And then you get the bearish engulfing. And then now you're back inside the Bollinger Bands. And today it rejected off, what is that? The 10 EMA. Right there, 2778. This is on a weekly chart, okay? And that's why you have to, you know, I know some guys want to look at just a, you know, hour chart, 30-minute chart, weekly chart, daily. You look at all of them and try to see what, you know, why did price stop where it did? Was it a combination of things? There's always a reason why markets turn the way it do. I mean, it's funny because as much as I hate CNBC, I still like to listen to them occasionally because you'll get an occasional good trader on there. And today he was talking about the S&P 500 and where he thought it would go. He actually said he called a bottom down in here. Good for him. But he said that it would probably revert back to the 50% retracement. So where is that 50% retracement? Let's go take a look. There's your 61.8. There's your 50. And it hit the 50% retracement today. So does that make sense how that stuff works, guys? You have to, you know, you see your moving averages, you throw fibs on them, and when you get stuff lining up on them, that's how you gauge what support and resistance is. Okay? And you always have to look at old areas way over here where you can't see them on a daily chart. You have to go all the way back, right? So you just have to keep an eye on that stuff, you know. So anyway, that we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. But right now, I mean, let's see how the rest of the week plays out. I don't want to see it close at the lows. That would almost be like a gravestone doji type. You know, let's see if we can get it to close above the 200-day moving average. That's a weekly chart. And if we scroll back to our daily, there we go. Then you can start to see it a little bit more clearly. All right, guys, any questions? Chart requests? Yeah, they're throwing a lot of liquidity at the markets for sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at Atom. Cosmos. Okay. Yeah, give me just 1 second, real quick. Let me answer a text real quick. 1 sec. All right, let me pull up Atom. Let's go over to, let's see, what do we got here? Forgive my cat, she's crying a little bit. Let me go to, there we go. Let's look at Atom. Do you guys want it on the BTC pair or the USD? BTC or USD? USD. All right, so let me go over to my USD pairs and see if I got Atom there. All right, so here's Atom. I don't think that 10, nope, 10's not crossed the 20, just a little bit more, just, and hold that area. Just hold it and give it enough juice to get up into here. Let's do some fib retracements and see where it stopped at. Actually, I think it was back here. There's your top. There's your bottom. And let's go 38.2. That's one of them. All right. So there's your first resistance, 273. And let's go do another one. Let's go ahead and take it from this high right here down to here. Wow. Okay. That's rather peculiar. What lined up? something lined up. Is that a 50% retracement? Okay. So you've got big time fib cluster right up here around 275. And you've got still this 38.2 resistance here. So very possible you get a move up here to the 50 EMA, which is that fib cluster. Just watch the 265 area. Just watch that real close. Okay. Your areas to downside, let's do this as well. And let's see why it stopped where it did on that last retracement. Not seeing anything real clear right there. And let's go over here and do maybe that to that. There you go. So let's see if it can hold that 50% retracement. Let's see, what else? What else you guys got? That's Adam. Let's go back and check in on BTC. All right, guys, I'm going to give it about a, let's call it a 5-minute call here. I'm going to have to get off and get some things wrapped up. Put some more calamine lotion on my legs since I got poison ivy. But anything else you guys want to look at? Five-minute call. Zeal. Let's see. Let's take a look at Zeal BTC. Yep. Wow. Okay. This one's rather interesting and likable, right? Because I love how the 200 and the 233, all these EMAs are all bunched together now. And so if you start to get a bullish turn on this, it's one that can last for a little while, right? Look at this. That is a beautiful bottoming formation right there. This one could be one to keep a very close eye on, guys. And I'm going to get out some of these old fib retracements. So keep an eye on Zeal. Okay, keep an eye on Zeal. Okay. Algo USD. Let's go look at that one. Algo USD. Not a lot of data on this one, but boy, you can see how it's You know, you got your 200-day moving average up here. 233 is starting to get enough data to come in. 50 EMA right up here. Okay. Algo. It's another one. I still want to see it hold. And I want to see that 10 cross the 20. I want to see it hold that area. So 17.5 cents is your key area. Let's go look at algo on the BTC pair. This one does have enough data. And again, all the moving averages are just getting right down in here into the nitty gritty. Still holding support over here at 2107. Finding some resistance though. Got a lot of bag holders over here. Okay. A lot of bag holders. Could get a nice retrace move back up in here, but you're going to find some resistance. Okay, that 30.89. Yeah, I found a lot of resistance in there. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna bug out. Appreciate everybody coming in. I think we found our new streaming source here. It's the new YouTube way of doing things, so I'm gonna have to get used to it. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. You guys have a great evening. I'll be around in Discord here after a while. Gonna take a little break, get some calamine lotion on my legs, and go from there. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk soon.